who has held almost all the position in the club, area, division, and district. No problem is the tagline for this enthusiastic leader who can fix anything and everything when it comes to Toastmasters. He been known for so many years as a quick fix, has been a Toastmasters since 2002, currently serving as a District 20 Director. Huge round of applause to welcome DTM Mohamed Salim, District 20 Director.
Thank you very much, brother Saeed Abbas, for the wonderful introduction. You're a true brother in sense, actually, because myself and brother Saeed, we all started in Toastmasters journey back in 2000, beginning of the 2000. Actually, wonderful, cool person. I could really say that actually, it really means for brother Saeed. Actually, if it is for him, it is for him. If it is not for him, he would never go for it. Actually, wonderful person, personality, and we have a co-host MC. I expected Vijay Gittins to introduce me. Nevertheless, uh, a very amazing personality, a strong, very powerful speaker. Actually, I have once witnessed a speech. Actually, a powerful speaker. I wish actually she becomes the district champion once and go on to the world championship one day. Actually, because she has such a potential in her. Actually, she is amazing when I see her speaking. Now, talking about the man of the hour or the person whom we are going to listen for the next hour is uh, the DTM Mohamed Ali Shukri. Actually, when I say Mohamed Ali Shukri, it really means a lot for me. Actually, this gentleman actually one of the person whom I could never say no, or whenever he asked me anything, I could never say tell him decline for that matter. Actually, he's one of the person is Mohamed Ali Shukri, and whenever he wants me, actually, he would just give me a call, brother. I need to meet you. Let's meet up. Simple as that. Actually. Now talking about the champion speaker because we both again along with Syed we started the journey back in 2000 beginning of 2000 and I remember his first speech the Baba which really inspired many people actually. To be very honest actually those days we were all competing in international without any proper guidance because Muhammad Ali Shukri had wonderful mentors for him actually and he went on to become the first Arab to reach the world championship and unfortunately, he couldn't become the world champion. He appeared twice, but certain reasons he didn't go further. But he made sure one thing is that if you can't become a world champion, you can make world champions. And not many people know that he brought world champion of public speaking, Mohammad Katani to Bahrain. He groomed him, and that's history. And Mohammad Katani became the world champion of public speaking. Now, from there on, actually, we always expected that Brother Shukri, you have to go for world championship. But for him, actually, training was most of his, passion. Actually, he's a wonderful trainer. For those who haven't attended his training, you need to really attend his training in part with world excellent trainers. He is a wonderful trainer, and he really brings in goosebumps when he does training because he brings out passion and many things that for that matter once there was a question asked with Muhammad Ali Shukri, oh Toastmasters groomed you but Muhammad Ali really mentioned that it's not the Toastmasters which has groomed him, there are other various factors which have groomed him. One person who really groomed him was his father actually, Baba, who we always fondly know him as that. This person actually was the real inspiration behind him. He was the one who groomed him. Apart from that, his community really groomed him. He is part of the community, and the passion really comes from the community events he attends. Now, talking about accredited speaker, last year we were very close in getting his visa to US. Actually, unfortunately, due to certain delay, we couldn't get his visa because I remember like he would come in and say, brother, I have applied my papers, I put forth my papers, I'm just traveling with you. We are going to Denver, Colorado. So he was all prepared actually. Unfortunately, there was some glitches, so his visa couldn't get processed. And this year he was so passionate that he would be going for Paris actually. Nevertheless, during the virtual accredited speaker program, I was along with him actually, despite the COVID. We did maintain social distancing. We didn't hug for each other because this person actually believes in safety. In terms of safety, he was a safety expert. Actually, we they call the SHE department, Safety, Health and Environment Department, Dalba, and he's very particular in safety. He would maintain that social distancing every time. He would be rubbing with sanitizer, and we almost spent 3 days in making sure that he gets, you know, used to the technology because it's the first time he's doing in front of a um, camera wherein that will be judged by speakers. And he was very nervous for the matter. But nevertheless, when he started, I mean, he was as cool as a cucumber. Like he just delivered and 20 minutes, then he was fine actually. Why I'm telling you is that he always have the passion, but time and other commitments really doesn't give him that level to go out actually. But this time for accredited speaker, he made sure that for 1 year he has been training and because this script itself is almost 45 minutes. To cut down to 20 minutes is not that easy. He really worked hard for that. I really mean it. He worked hard really to get this, and I am very much proud. Maybe I can just tell that during my term as a district director, we had the first accredited speaker from the region, and I'm thanks to Brother Shukri for making it happen. And I'm very happy that you have made it because you are my real brother. When I say it, real brother, I really mean it actually because we have very little people whom we call as brothers and sisters in Toastmasters. You are my real brother. I'm really happy for it actually. And when I told him that what is next, actually, he said that no, this is not just going to be end of my journey. I'm not here to become an accredited speaker and to boast myself that I'm an accredited speaker. I want more members from District 20 to become accredited speaker, and I would be reaching out to each and every member, helping them, assisting them in them becoming accredited speaker. Not many people, would have that heart to come out and say that no, I become the accredited speaker. That's it, Kalas. And I don't think anybody from this region can become accredited speaker. No, he is here today just to share his experience as accredited speaker program. Secondly, he wanted to tell them, guys, yes, if I can do it, you need to put in little more extra effort actually to become an accredited speaker, and you still have the potential to do it. And that's the reason is here. I'm very much thankful to the program quality director, DJ Malifia Lakdawala, for organizing this event along with the team. I know this was in a very short notice. Because why short notice? Because the accredited speaker program got over and we were into too many things actually. And we did have the council meeting day before yesterday. And when it came to accredited speaker, she was a bit hesitant in the beginning, but how is that we are going to manage? But she really made a difference. And I'm thankful for all the organizing team for making this event happen actually. I wouldn't take much time. Let's hear from the champion, Mohamed Ali Shukri. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, District Director DTM Mohammed Salim. You indeed have given us the direction to take this district forward. And without your cool, calm, and confident posture whenever and wherever it is, during any meeting per se, you always give us those words of wisdom and set the tone for this meeting to go forward. Thank you so very much. I do absolutely agree. Hard work always pays. And for anything that you put your passion into, it's always worth it at the end of the day. Thank you very much, District Director Mohammed Salim, for gracing us, taking time off your busy schedule. Thank you very much to all and everyone who has currently joined us from wherever you are. Let's now introduce the next dignitary in the district trial. I must say that this is a lady who exudes confidence and composure at all points of time. Now, she's a physiotherapist by profession. That may be the reason why she's very relaxed. She loves serving her community and her patients with a holistic approach. She's a member of many Toastmaster clubs and in Toastmasters for just over 8 years, a recipient of the Best YLP Coordinator, and I was so glad to be an MC for her event during the best, and she won the Best Division in 2017. Please put your hands together for the welcome address by our Program Quality Director, DTM Alifia Lakdawala.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies. A very warm good evening to our District 20 Director, DTM Mohamed Salim, our Club Code Director, DTM Khalid Abdullah. I think I saw our Region Advisor. So yes, Region Advisor, DTM James, our various Division Directors and Area Directors of District 20, and the accredited speaker first in District 20, DTM Mohamed Shukri. Viewers across the globe, good evening. Well, for me, it is indeed an honor that as a program quality director this year, I am launching or giving this education training to members, not only for District 20, but across. I think going virtually has given the extra edge for members outside the district to participate, not only in our district, but other various events too. I have been privileged to work with DTM Mohamed Shukri when I was the division director. He had come for one of my division contests as the keynote speaker. And then I was the master of ceremonies where we had called once the world champion of public speaking, and he was a keynote speaker there too. So from that time to that year and a half when I became a master of ceremonies where I saw him perform, he was so more animated, so more organic, so more sincere, so more natural in his delivery. I think those were the days where he was working towards his accredited speaker. I think District 20 is quite blessed and lucky this year that we started off with good intentions and everything is falling in place, and we have a first accredited speaker in the region. It's such a proud moment for all of us. For me, as a program quality director, it is a privilege that I am getting something new for the members, something new for them to learn, to experience from their very own district champion. So we all are looking forward to this session today. And DTM Mama Shukri, we wish you all the best, not only for today, for the coming years. And I really take this opportunity to thank our district director, DTM Mohamed Salim, and the club road director, DTM Khalid Abdullah, that they believe in me, they let me do what I can to the best of my ability. The direction is there, the support is there, but then the execution bit, those encouragements really, that motivation really helps any member, any leader to progress ahead. I thank my organizing team, both of my MCs, to take this, and let's move ahead. With this, back to you, Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you so much to our adorable District 20 PQD DTM Alifia. Indeed, we all thank you for praising us tonight, all of us tonight, and blessing this special event. Thank you so much. The third dignitary for tonight is a very special person. I'm sure it is to all of us, but to me is indeed very, very special. He is member of 3 clubs. One of them is Babco Toastmaster Club, president of my home club, Bahrain Advanced Toastmaster Club, as well as Santi Paul Toastmaster Club. His purpose in life is to lead his kids by being a good example of a father, that he is indeed. That's why he is in Toastmasters. Brothers and sisters, let's all welcome warmly the very energetic and the very enthusiastic Club Growth Director, DTM Khalid Abdullah.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, DTM Sayyid Abbas Al-Alawi. Happy birthday once again. Yesterday
much.
was his birthday. So we will sing you a birthday song at the end of this meeting, inshallah. Let me recognize the presence of our Region 11 advisor, DTM James, our District Director, ever supportive District Director, DTM Mohamed Salim, and ever glamorous PQD, DTM Alifia Lakdawala. And we have many of the district office here. We have our PRM, Toastmaster Maram Al-Aradi. We have the district admin manager, Toastmaster Rashid. We have district logistics manager, Toastmaster Anaji. We have so many others, division directors, area directors, special guests, Toastmasters. To one and all, good evening to all. Now, you heard a lot said about Toastmaster Mohamed Shukri, and even if I say more, I would not even give him really justice to whatever he did. But let's talk about ourselves for a minute. I've been hearing yesterday a great author and speaker and motivational speaker called Mel Robbins, an author of a book of 5-second rules. She was saying leadership is all about awareness and decisions. Today's event is about the road to accredited speakers. I'm sure all of us here today coming to hear and witness this great event in District 20, the celebration of the first accredited speakers in the region. But what I want to ask you, brothers and sisters, going back to leadership, going back to awareness and decisions. If I may take off accredited speaker and ask you, why are you here? What's your own destination? The road to, and I'll leave it blank for you to finish it up. We have our champion who saw that road very well and he saw the vision to get the accredited speaker. What does that mean to us? Out of awareness, as leaders, we have to be aware of what is happening all around. We have to know what this means to us. And then decision. Yes, we are going through the most difficult time among all in Toastmasters. But we as leaders, out of awareness of what is happening around, we came through that and not only managed to conduct meetings virtually, but also managed to get the first accredited speaker in the whole region. What does that mean to us? What decision we need to make today toward our own goals? The road to, and I'll leave it blank to your own decision. Let's enjoy our Toastmasters journey and let's enjoy tonight's event and let's enjoy hearing from our own champion, Toastmaster Mohamed Shukri. We are so proud of you, brother. And over to you, Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you, CGD Khalid Abdullah, for those words of wisdom. Absolutely, the road to dash. Well, I would say the road not taken may be something that we have to think about today. Decision is a part of being a leader. Thank you so much for those inspiring words. Let's take this journey even further. Before we begin, let me please read our district mission. For the benefit of all our Toastmaster members and guests, we build new clubs and support all clubs in achieving excellence. Our next dignitary with us tonight is the visionary leader who motivated our one and only Middle East champion accredited speaker, DTM Shukri, to become an accredited speaker, helped him through that road and in his vision. We know him as DTM Ali Shahbaz Ali, a director of professional development unit at British University of Bahrain, an educator, an entrepreneur, a man who does so much of research work in artificial intelligence and robotics. And he was also the person who led the largest district in 2016 when all the Gulf countries were together. The immediate past Region 11 advisor for the Middle East. Please help me welcome for an address, DTM Ali Shahbaz Ali.
Thank you, our Master of Ceremonies, Viji Gittins. Our District Director, Mohamed Salim, PQD, Alafia Lakrawala, our CGD, Khalid Abdallah, district leaders from other districts as well, and members from around the world. I welcome you all to especially my home district, District 20th, and I see, or I heard, I cannot check because I'm at this time in 3 different meetings. So I heard that my good friend, Region Advisor James, is also on the call. So hello to everybody. How do you all feel? Do you feel the energy of accredited speaker in the house? I feel it. And why I feel so great? You see, let me give you a small background here. In the Middle East, back in 1950s, was the first mission of Toastmasters laid. Somewhere in 1953, it didn't last for long. There was a pause of few years. And then in 1964, we had another club in Bahrain, which is Manama Club Toastmasters, which still stands in the Middle East. Or I can say somewhere in the whole of Region 11, which is Middle East, Africa, and Pakistan, that could be the first club till date, which is standing. So when we all joined Toastmasters, of course, I didn't join in 1964. I joined much after that. So we always thought that why we don't have a world champion of public speaking? Why don't we have an international president or even accredited speaker? We had the international president, that was done. Then we had the world champion of public speaking from the Middle East, that was checked in too. And now I came after this man who had that potential. He did go for world champion of public speaking twice, finalist in those days when even reaching the district level was, wow, a tough job to do. But then he was kind of cold in some ways and doing other things in his life. We had to catch this guy, inject all the motivation in him, and get him started. Because we knew once he commits, he is going to do it. We just geared him up, we put the spark, and then what we saw is so much of hard work and dedication. And he's going to tell you his story today. What has happened now, Muhammad Ali Shukri has opened the doors not just for us in Middle East, but in Africa, in Pakistan, in India, in Taiwan, everywhere around the world. He is one hero who represents all of us who are non-native English speakers. When I used to tell people, will we have an accredited speaker? Some used to hesitate. It's no, we can't do it. Can we do it? We can't. But today he represents a larger crowd of non-native English speakers. And for sure, with his magic being spread around, especially starting today, there will be a big line of accredited speakers. So Muhammad Ali Shukri has a big job to do now. We all look up to you, my friend, and let's get started. Over to you.
Just that we have our region advisor who's joined us today in the meeting. I would like to call him and say a few words for District 20 and Region 11 and beyond. Maybe invite our ever supportive Region 11 advisor, DTM James Taruk, to address the crowd for a minute or two, please. DTM James.
Yes, good evening and Assalamu alaikum, District 20 leaders. To our District Director, DTM Salim, PQD, Alifia, CGD Khalid, my good friend, immediate past Region Advisor, DTM Ali, and of course, the man of the hour, our very own accredited speaker, DTM Mohamed Shukri, and all the beautiful and gorgeous ladies of District 20 and handsome men, of course. Fellow Toastmasters, good evening and Assalamu alaikum. I think that's 30 seconds already, so I have 30 seconds more to speak. So when it comes to history of Toastmasters here in the Middle East, I will just leave that to DTM Ali to expound because he came earlier than me. In our journey as Toastmasters, many leaders at one point in their lives was a follower. So Toastmaster Mama Shukri paved the way for us to aspire maybe to become a professional speaker one day, just like him. There are very few in this world who became accredited speaker. So this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And for him to achieve it serves as an inspiration for all of us that nothing is impossible if we really persevere, dedicate ourselves, continuously hone our craft, and become a accredited professional speaker. As we witness this great achievement, may this serve as an inspiration for all of us as we continue to do our best in our all own small little ways as Toastmasters, be it at the club, be it at the area, division, district, or even just a plain member in your club. Let us continue to strive, giving our best, and let us rally behind our champion, our idol, DTM Muhammad Shukri, as he continued to give inspiration to all of us. All the best and congratulations, District 20 Program Quality team, for organizing such a grand event tonight. Thank you and Assalamu alaikum. Back to you, Master of Ceremonies and PQD Alifia. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Regional 11 Advisor DTM James, for your blessing us tonight. And thanks for your words and wisdom. Thank you so much. Fellow Toastmasters, brothers and sisters, are you all ready for this moment? This moment that we all waiting for. This moment to have our first ever accredited speaker in the Middle East to speak for us. This moment for the accredited speaker to show us the road to become accredited speaker as well. To know what all about this program. Let's all welcome the Toastmasters who have in August 2020 has awarded the prestigious Accredited Speaker Award from Toastmaster International, making him the 88th and the first from the Middle East since 1981. A professional speaker, certified trainer, and coach, helping an individual and organization build a better communication, positive culture, and innovative performance. A plenary speaker in Toastmaster International Annual Convention 2017, Vancouver, Canada.
Mohamed Shukri also spoke on the subject of occupational health and safety, authentic leadership, ingenuity, innovation, and of course, the art of public speaking, in companies, conferences, and countries from Malaysia to Canada and many in between. The founder and CEO of Y-Axis Training Solutions Company, Mohamed Ali Shukri, is the first Toastmaster from the Middle East to reach the World Championship of Public Speaking Finals in 2006 at Washington, D.C. Help us welcome our newest accredited speaker.
Also the first ever virtual accredited speaker, the bride of District 20,
DTM
Mohamed Ali Shukri.
Well, thank you so much. I don't think virtually anyone ever did this, the dual MCs shouting out the last line at the same time. That's an unprecedented step. My friends everywhere, Assalamu alaikum, good evening, good morning, or good afternoon. Thank you for joining this program, which was part of a little part of the favors I need to return, not only to District 20, but actually to every Toastmasters on this globe. Because what I achieved was the summation of all of you, directly and indirectly, whether you know it or not. Any Toastmasters who's been in the organization for more than 10 years would attest to what I said. And I really wish to thank very special people, starting from our immediate past regional director, DTM Ali Shahbaz, who harassed me publicly in front of the audience many times. In fact, when I started my journey in 2015, intending to apply, until this year, it's almost 6 years, fatigue, emotional fatigue would creep in me, and I would sit silently in the big hall of Bahrain Engineers Society, and he would take the keynote and he would shout out, although I have no role in that meeting, he would say, we have among us someone who will become the accredited speaker. And he harassed me more than once, by the way. I don't know if the word is correct or not, but it was powerful enough. And this is how he saw that in me. DTM Mohamed Salim, the last few days, and how he was really dumped with me, digging into that small room and making every technical thing work for me and not against me. I cannot forget those days. And putting on our masks, and he is fitting everything. He is my district director elect. And yet, if you look at him, someone would cross by us and says, who's this technician working with you? He's not the technician, he's the district director. And likewise, everyone else. This is a 2 hours program for which I have 1 hour. Otherwise, I would have thanked each one, which I did on Facebook. But we are here today because everybody wanted to know this journey. And I said in my videos, you can actually go to toastmasters.org and have your all answers, all questions answered. But will you? No, because it's more, your questions and doubts are just more than those answered by the handbook or the downloaded application or the rules of the accredited speaker. So I'm here today to share with you the exact tagline of, can I share the, can I have the ability to share? Yeah, I think I have. Thank you so much. Already done by the technical team. So here we go. I really meant when I put this tag, do you have what it takes? And today we will disclose and answer this question, particularly to each one of you. Each one of you, the question is for one and each one of you. Whether you're a Toastmaster or not, you will actually be able to answer this question. And don't worry, you might be surprised with the answer at the end, but it will be a pleasing one. Now, as I promised my Arabic audiences, I will quickly sum every point in just 1 minute or less than 1 minute. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته أعزائي أحبائي من كل الأقطار وأي زمان كنتم. أهلا وسهلا بكم في برنامج كيف تصبح الطريق إلى أن تصبح المتحدث المعتمد Accredited Speaker. هذا اللقب غير موجود عالميا إلا في التوست ماستر، وهو لقب نادر جدا لأن فن الخطابة شيء جدا عريض وطويل وواسع، فإعطاء الشهادة عليه أو الاعتمادية ليس بالشيء الهين في العالم. أود أن أشكر كل من كان له دور في هذا النجاح، وسأخذكم في هذه الرحلة باللغة الإنجليزية الواضحة جدا. تعرفون أنا بحريني، ولما أتكلم إنجليزي بعد تعرفون أن إنجليزية بحرينية، ورغم ذلك راح ألخص النقاط الرئيسية. فشكرا لتحملكم وصبركم وزيارتكم، وحتى لو كان هذا التسجيل تشوفونه إن شاء الله تنتفعون به. جزاكم الله خير. So let me move on to the first part. I have a quiz for you. I know this should have been a workshop, but an hour cannot be a workshop. However, we will be interacting as much as possible. I hope you have your pens and papers, because you might have ideas that you need to jot down immediately and not carry it inside your head. And the moment you leave this room, those ideas will fly away. Sometimes you will answer and interact through the chats, and sometimes we'll give the microphone to some of you. So are you ready? First quiz. Read the question. Read the 2 questions. Quickly in the chats. I don't want you to answer this question. We will answer it for you today. You will answer it for you today. But is there any difference between these 2 questions? Are they the same questions? Yes or no? Are they the same question? Or are they different? Yes or no? Quickly in the chats. Are they the same questions? Answer yes or no. So where's the chat? Why do I don't see the chat? Okay. Okay, I don't see the chat.
Okay, Mohammed, most of the question says it depends. Some of them saying yes. The title case is different for accredited speaker. The second one emphasizes. Some of them saying no. So okay. Majority of them
good.
No.
Good. So stay with me, BG, if you may. And whenever I need some responses. So anyone can tell me, yes, there is a difference between both of them. The word accredited speaker was written in 2 different ways. So who can tell me the difference between them? Anyone, shoot.
Capital letter.
Yeah, of course. And in typing, they are different, but by definition.
Can we speak? Can you speak?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the first question means any accredited speaker because it's small letter, while in the second question it's capitalized, means specialized accredited speaker. Specific speakers we are talking about. It's not anyone all over the world.
Way to go. Good one. Anyone else? Good one. Anyone else? I didn't think of this answer, mashallah. Come on. No one?
DTM Mohamed Shukri, this is Khalid Jalal from Bahrain.
Khalid,
the
go.
reason why it is capital A and capital S, because it's very specific Toastmasters branding as accredited speaker.
And the first one?
That is any accredited speaker, which is non-necessarily to be Toastmasters.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Khalid.
Mohamed, here is Salim Mahrouki from Muscat, Oman.
أهلا، من معاي؟
Salim Mahrouki.
أهلا أستاذ سالم. Hello, thank you very much for joining. Answer me, please.
Okay, the difference, the AS stands for accredited speakers, and always is the one which is used in the logo. And that is a special case. You cannot write the AS with the small letters. And that is the difference.
Yes, exactly. All of you are right. And I will take these 3 answers only for the time being. Now, the next question It's a rhetoric. Don't answer me. Which one do you want? The first one or the second one? Which one are you here for?
Second one.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take it on behalf of everyone, because everyone wants to become accredited speaker, the one which is very close to the left bottom corner logo, accredited speaker, that logo by Toastmasters International. But let me tell you one thing. As I was applying, and as this year it was announced that I reached to level 2, I received in Facebook and many places, Mohamed, you are already an accredited speaker to us. Have you heard this several times? This is so nice from fellow Toastmasters, and I respect this, okay? And they might mean different things, but all are good intentions. The question is, what does it take, again, to become the second one? I asked the question in the beginning, what does it take to become the second one? And the answer is number 1. What it takes to become accredited speaker, capital letters, is to become accredited speaker, small letters. Now, I want this to sink in a little bit. Because accredited speaker, the one awarded by Toastmasters International, is not something that is given to anyone who is successful at a presentation that he records, or an application that he submits, or the level 2 presentation that he delivers live in front of a panel of judges. It's not, it doesn't work that way. It's not another competition where your rivals, if they are weaker and you are way better than them, then on the judges' ballots, you will be ahead and you will get that trophy. No. And it's not like any other thing. It's not a flick of a second, a race, whether you are doing a marathon or a car race, that you are so lucky that you have just passed. There are no one to beat. Accredited speaker only recognizes the status quo, your current status. What is already there, accredited speaker, the Toastmasters International will recognize what is already there. So if number 1 is not there, you cannot get number 2. Okay? So for number 2, please visit www.toastmasters.org. You will get on all the information. For number 1, you are here. You are here for me to share with you the following. So we will answer all of them. Why do you want to become an accredited? So let me change the phrase now. Do you want to become accredited speaker number 1? And do you want to become accredited speaker number 2? Yes, the answer is yes. But both of them are different journeys. And you want to do both of them. So even if you don't get number 2, which I wasn't supposed, maybe I was not, I would have not got number 2. But many people say to us, you are accredited speaker. And yes, I was living, acting, speaking, practicing as an accredited speaker, but I needed to go to number 2. Not because of those 2 letters, because my professional speaking is there already. Nothing much will change. I hope it will change. But the journey of number 2 was needed for me because it's a life-changing journey for every Toastmaster, every speaker. It's a life-changing journey. I must have taken that, and I'm glad I did, because it changed a lot of things in my perspective, and that's what I'm going to share with you. So today, under the slogan or under the theme, what it takes, all we are going to do is to take those 2 questions again, and we will answer these 2 questions. Okay, we'll just go through AS small letter and then AS capital letters. This is our journey today. Okay, So what does it take to become accredited? We'll start from the end, by the way. We'll start from the second one, okay? We want to quench the thirst and fill the hunger, okay? Satisfy the hunger. So the first part will be accredited speaker capital letter, my journey, how I reached there. What is the process for accredited speaker, and what resources do you need? Because that's what urgently everyone here in the room wants, right? If you got those answers, which more or less are there on the website, maybe you can leave and watch the recording later. But I want you to stay to the second part, the small letter accredited speaker. So, and basically, what is professional speaking? I want to introduce to you what is professional speaking. It's not what we put in our LinkedIn profile. It's really deeper than that, wider than that. And there are things. What does it take? Again, read the left side. What does it take to become a professional speaker? واخد بالك معايا؟ طيب. Where and how to start the journey if you haven't, because even if you're not a Toastmaster, you can. And I want you to rise and stand out, how to be unique in your industry and thus go and apply for the accredited speaker. It doesn't have to take long. فإذا أعزائي اختصار هذه the 1 minute wrap up in Arabic. اختصار المقدمة بأنه ماذا تريد أن تصبح متحدثا معتمدا بين قوسين الممنوح من التوست ماسترز العالمية الشهادة، أو تريد أن تصبح متحدثا معتمدا بدون هذه الشهادة؟ والجواب قلنا بأن الثاني يؤدي إلى الأول. أن تكون متحدثا معتمدا أنت حاليا بممارستك التي سنشرحها، وسنشرح كيف تصبح متحدث معتمد بدون هذه الشهادة، ثم تتقدم لتقدم لهذه الشهادة. فالأول يؤدي إلى الثاني. وقلنا التوست ماستر لا يقبلون أن يعطونك اللقب لمجرد أنك تنجح في مسابقة، هي ليست مسابقة وليس هناك منافسين. فيجب أن تكون ممارساً للخطابة الاحترافية، وهنا تأتي التوست ماستر وتختبر ذلك. هذا باختصار. ورحلتنا لهذا اليوم المرحلتين: كيف تصبح متحدث معتمدا بتعريف التوست ماستر، وكيف تصبح متحدثا معتمدا وخطيبا محترفا بشكل عام سواء كنت توست ماسترز أو لا. لذلك إن شاء الله هذه الورشة مفيدة للجميع. Thank you for your patience, everyone. So let's start with my journey. How did I get there? I'll just make it short and quick. In 2006, you know, I reached the World Championship of Public Speaking. This was not supposed to be an animated. So let's start in 2004. I joined the Safety and Health Department in Alba, if some of you saw the video already, the accredited speaker video. So that was a transitional period where I became a safety guy. And then I had to speak a lot. And Said Abbas, our MC, he knows how much I had to deliver presentations, inductions, instructions, training in safety in Alba. It was not easy and it was not that glamorous, but I had to do it. So that was in 2004. And in 2006, I decided to enroll. I just became a Toastmaster in 2004. Alba Toastmasters Club, corporate club, the only safety guy who joined that club at the period. And I said, okay, I finished my 6th speech, so I'm eligible to participate in the international speech contest in 2006. From the first attempt, I got to the finals, and that's my picture delivering my speech. And it was the first Bahraini, first Arab, etc. So it made some news, okay? I come back and I do my safety inductions again in the company. I am a trainer. Part of my job is a trainer in health and safety. I want you to keep health and safety in your mind, because I didn't know that it will help me in accredited speaker. And I was actually resisting it. What is health and safety? What can it do for me? You know, it's a dry subject. It's a boring subject. The audiences of health and safety are not that really willing to listen to safety speakers and trainers unless you change the game. And that's what I want you to do in your niche and your profession, which we will come to that. So I left the company in 2010. Still, I'm famous for health and safety. In 2013, I started speaking for other companies, hired, that's my picture in Oman, speaking to a company about health, safety culture, etc. In 2015, I became a trainer for, soft skills, etc., and spoke for so many companies: Aramco, Saudi Electricity Company, Nomac, Oman, etc. All right. So, and you can see my picture. I rejoined Toastmasters in 2015. By the way, I joined 2004, left the organization in 2008, and reinstated in 2015. And that's me speaking in one of the districts in Sri Lanka. So immediately I again started speaking. So I spoke on other subjects, motivational, but of course, very careful not to speak about anything just because it's motivational, but very dear to my heart, etc. 2006, you can see my picture. It was the first attempt to apply for the accredited speaker. And I used my live speech there to the UN representatives and heads in Bahrain. And they wanted the program. I delivered the program for them. I recorded it and sent it to the world headquarters, and it failed. And since 2016 until 2020, I got the accredited speaker. So that's a basic timeline, okay? So you can see different colors: health and safety, not health and safety, public speaking. I was hired for all of those. But of course, not everything I speak about, and I do not recommend this. So let me take you to the journey in a bit more detail. So in 2006, I applied, and the reason I failed was level 1 video. Level 1 video did not meet the requirements. I'll tell you later, okay? So you have to be careful from now and catch all these things. 2017, I was denied because of level 1 video. Level 1 video again. 2018, again, I was denied because of level 1 video, the recorded video. Now, I will not go to the rest of 2 years now. Just look at these three. The first year, I delivered the video of me delivering a keynote about leadership to a big audience of 170 attendees. And I was lucky I had this video recorded. I asked it from the video recorder, and he gave me. I submitted it. The requirements, no, it was a very good motivational speech, but it had background music in the beginning. Ouch, not accepted. One of the reasons it was declined. It was the background music. It was edited video. You cannot give an edited video. 2017, I think it was in the UN house. Yes, United Nations house. It went over time. I planned everything. It was a real live presentation, actually. Live audience who have no idea I'm submitting this for accredited speaker. But one lady kept asking in the middle. She kept asking, and I'm looking at my watch. There is a time limit for the video. And she kept asking, and I said, can we delay this to the Q&A time session at the end? No, but Mr. Mohammed, I have a question. And I'm like, you know, it was 1 or 2 minutes over. Declined. 1 whole year went. 3rd year, I was speaking to a government body. It was a paid program. All I asked them is this: can I give you a free extra session while we are here in the room? They said, of course, you are the top speakers, blah, blah. Of course, any motivation. And they loved it. I had a real motivation speech, motivational keynote. All requirements okay, not edited, everything, except the delivery. The room that we were speaking in, I had to be in the front of the covering with my body the slides, the screen several times. Please mute the. Okay, okay. So I covered, and the content was not accepted, declined. Let's go to 2019. I was declined because of traveling. Not declined, my video worked. And this is what I want to tell you. The video that was accepted was a safety keynote, 30 minutes in Gulf Hotel Bahrain under the Aramco sponsorship. It's, every 2 years, it's the American Society of Safety Engineers, Safety Professionals biannual conference. And I delivered, they accepted it. And I was surprised. It was the casual one, but I was in my zone. I was delivering my niche. I was talking to my target audience. I was playing my game. It was accepted. Keep this very clear for you. But because of applying late for the visa, and 2019 visas are not easy, I missed Colorado. And if you watch the accredited speaker in 2019, my name was mentioned. Okay, it was mispronounced, Shukri, but my name was mentioned and I wasn't there. I actually qualified for level 2. So I missed it. And then next year was in Paris. 2020 was in Paris, as you all know. But coronavirus attacked, and they gave all the accredited speaker finalists, which I didn't know how many they are. They did a survey. Do you want to deliver virtually, or do you want to wait for Paris next year? I said virtually. Nobody can guarantee, so I said virtually. And my application, my qualifications round of 2019 was accepted. My video was accepted. So I already automatically was qualified for 2020. And in 2020, I got the award. And you know that there are 21. I didn't know that until our international president said that 21 applied for 2020 and only 4 qualified. And I was from the past year anyway, and only 1 got it. And it was virtual. It was a big challenge for me. And I want to say this to everyone. I didn't like my delivery very much. Why? Because I delivered this keynote, a safe shortcut to safety culture, for the past 6 years. I am on fire every time I deliver this with real audience. I compared myself my virtual performance to my physical performance, and I said, oh my God, they will not grant me, give me the accredited speaker. I will not get it. I was panicking, but I got it. Is there a pattern? Can you see a pattern? Can you see where it comes now?
Yeah. No, so we can't get in that.
Okay. It's very important what subject do you speak on, what topic you choose, not only for accredited speaker capital letters, but also for accredited speaker small letter. Do not abandon your niche. Do not turn your back to your subject matter expertise. It's a it's a gold mine that you're sitting on. And yet, when we become Toastmasters, I'm not generalizing, we see all these speakers and champions and all these motivational speakers, and we want to be like them. And we think professional speaking is about motivation. It's about Tony Robbins. Let's be copies of Tony Robbins. Nobody will be a copy of Tony Robbins. And we always want to focus on those emotional, inspirational. Well, I'm not against that, you know me, but that can be also included in your subject matter talk, which is even sometimes very technical. And if you saw my speech, it was all that inspirational, motivational, technical, leadership, all that was there. But don't abandon. I will come to that. And the video that they accepted was not the ones I actually staged and videographed. It was the one I did in a conference where I was so comfortable and so myself. Please bear this in mind and never abandon who you are. فما ادري الاخوه العرب اعتقد يعني انجليزيتي واضحه لهالمكان الان. هاي رحلتي، وليش خسرت بسبب اشياء في التقديم، وليش نجحت بسبب يعني بقائي في الموضوع اللي انا اتقنه. اوكي طيب اتمنى يكون واضح. Now let's come to the accredited speaker process, level 1 and level 2. The things I was saying, the video, etc. Now it will be clarified. So there are two levels, level 1 and level 2. For level 1, in order to be qualified, eligible for level 1, you have to have delivered 25 speaking engagements in the past 3 years up to the date of submission. So if you are applying this year in January 2021, which is the month of submission, counting the 3 years back, you have to have at least 25 speaking engagements. Details will come. You have to submit a recorded video presentation, 20 to 40 minutes. Well, now it is 20 to 60 minutes. I apologize, it should be 20 to 60 minutes. 5 recommendations from paid clients. All that will be clarified now. And application form plus $100. That's level 1. Then level 2, if you succeed in all that, you qualify to level 2. In order to reach there, you need to pay $150, secure your travel and accommodation, which I didn't have to this year, right, Mohamed Salim? And prepare to present at Toastmasters International World Headquarters. So this is level 2, and then if you qualify there and the judges decide that you deserve it, then they will give it to you, which I will explain now with the documents. So any questions here? I would like to hear from you. I will say in Arabic, but ask me in the chats. Although I prefer you keep it in the Q&A session and not be the other lady who asked me a lot. So أخوة العرب في مرحلتين للحصول على هذا اللقب. مرحلتين للتأهل. المرحلة الأولى لازم تثبت بأنك في السنوات الثلاث الماضية تحدثت إلى 25 مرة إلى جمهور غير التوست ماسترز، نان توست ماسترز، 15 منهم مدفوع. لازم تقدم فيديو بين 20 إلى 60 دقيقة لجمهور مدفوع لهم، مدفوع لك، إنزين؟ مو توست ماسترز، لذلك نسميه احترافي. 5 recommendations، 5 شركات تملأ الاستمارة و شو اسمه تؤيدك، و recommendations بالعربي اوكي، تؤيدك وتكتب يعني عنك شيء انك انت تكلمت لها وما الى ذلك، وتملا الاستماره وتدفع $100. اذا نجحت في هاي الاشياء كلها تروح الى المرحله الثانيه تدفع $150. واهم شيء بانك تقدم لايف هالمره حي امام شو اسمه لجنه المحكمين. لجنه المحكمين في المرحله الاولى كان غير كان للتسجيل اللي انت اعطيتهم، في المرحله الثانيه لا لايف. اوكي so good. And if you need any resources, these are the resources. www.toastmasters.org, you will get all the information, and accredited speaker website also you'll get some information. So let me take you there somewhere. I'm taking you now to where we can look at these things. Okay, so first of all, this is Toastmasters International website. You just go there and search for accredited speaker. You don't have to log in if you're not a Toastmaster, or even if you are, and just click and search, and you will get all these resources, by the way. Okay, handbook, which I will give you a glimpse of, and also judging guide, I will give you a glimpse of, application form. All that is very clear. It's really clear. So let's not waste time on explaining those, but because I promised the process, so we will do that in a bit. Okay, so here we are, eligibility. Now, because we are in pathways, we have pathways, eligibility, it's a bit different. So to be eligible for level 1, you have to be, can you see on the left side? Okay, I'm just highlighting. Be a member of a club in good standing. And you know what that means already when you compete every year. So you have to be a Toastmaster, okay? If you're not, you can apply for it. But we are only now in the segment of AS capital letter. We'll come to that part where all of us can be. You have to have completed one of the following, okay? One of the following educational requirements, not all of them. You completed all levels in a single path. Okay, completed all levels in a single path in the Toastmasters Pathways learning experience. Number 2, earned Advanced Toastmaster Bronze or earned Advanced Communicator Bronze. That should be the minimum requirement, okay? Then, next, you have to have presented a minimum of 25 professional level speaking engagements to who? Non-Toastmasters audiences within the past 3 years from the date of application, as I explained, okay? Next, you have to have received payment for at least 15 of the 25 professional level speaking engagements submitted in the application. So you're going to list them, I'll show you, but 15 of them must be paid, okay? And there is a definition for payment. You have to have a professional level video of a presentation that is 20 to 60 minutes in length. You know that year where they declined my video of more than 40 minutes? I wish, you know, but you never can do that. Anyway, so have a professional video level that is 20 to 60 minutes spoken in English and recorded before a live non-Toastmasters audience, okay? And the record has to have some qualities, which you can check yourself. There are qualities for the recording. Have 5 different clients complete the official accredited speaker program recommendation form and submit to the world headquarters on your behalf. Forms must be submitted by clients from whom you received payment. So you spoke 25 engagements. You choose 5 of them who paid you to speak for them, and they will recommend you in a form. That form is sent by them to the world headquarters, not by you, okay? And they will receive it. Good. So I think these are the basics, and we should know. So some questions. And what qualifies as a paid speech? I'm aware of time, so I don't want to go beyond 40. I think 40 I started. Any speech or presentation for which the speaker was directly compensated, a pre-arranged. So basically you're paid, and non-Toastmasters. None of the 25 engagements should be Toastmasters, which was, in my case, really clear. Okay, so no issues. Let me take you to the application form. This is the application form. You must apply it in January, not before January, but not after January 31st at 5 p.m. MT. Okay, and this is the email you send to. Basic information about you. Okay, and then some questions about your employment, educational, professional background, special awards. It will not change much. It's not a requirement that makes you eligible or not, but they want information, okay? How does Toastmaster membership benefit you? Why did you decide to become accredited speaker? We will answer today, okay? Please list the names of newspaper, company, publication, or other particular media source you'd like the press release, okay? They will send press release if you get that, when you get that. Then they talk about your area of expertise. Huh? What is your area of expertise? So be careful. Do not just go there like I wanted to do in the beginning and deliver. In level 2, I wanted to deliver my mega, one and only motivational talk, always a standing ovation. #1 selling program. I thank God I didn't deliver that one. It's one of my favorite, very dear to my heart, but area of expertise. The type of presentation you will give, okay? Keynote, seminar, usually that is talking about your background, audience which you typically present to. Now we come to the important part, okay? Now be careful with me. The speaking engagements, 25 speaking engagements. These are the dates, name of client, length of presentation, how much fees have you received, and the audience size, okay? So the date must be there also. You fill all these, okay? 15 out of the 25 must be paid, okay? Then we come to the segment of your video presentation, the video recording that you have done and you want to give them. You have to give them a link, okay? So you need to give the date, the name of the client you spoke to, that special presentation, length of the presentation, how much fees you have received. Okay, sometimes it's not applicable because you were reimbursed in a different way. Go to the handbook, it will explain. Audience size again, and most importantly, the URL to your video presentation. Okay, so do you have a professional website? No, don't worry. That will not be the reason for them declining you. I don't have a website yet. Okay, and that was not an issue this year. Then 5 pages of recommendations from 5 clients. Let's go there now. It gives a sample. Let's go to the real one. Recommendation form. This is filled by your client. They will say, Mohamed Ali Shukri is a Toastmaster member, blah, blah. And they will complete their name, the corporate representative, the name of the company, his job title, date of your presentation. What type of the presentation did he give? Keynote, workshop, seminar. What was the presentation topic? Safety culture. Okay, I give this to my Omani clients and others. Did the presentation display speaker subject matter? Of course, I choose a client who liked me. Most of them did anyway. What was the audience size? And they will mention how long was the presentation, etc. They will ask few things. Did the presentation meet expectations by the speaker? Sorry, yes, okay. If not, please explain why. How would you rate the overall of the speaker? What did you enjoy about the presentation? What would have improved the speaker presentation? Was the speaker paid for this presentation? Would you hire this presenter again? Yes or no? If no, explain why. And then they will ask your client to send this to accreditedspeaker.org, which I pressed by mistake, okay? So that's the recommendation, and they will send it. And every year I had no problem with this, okay? But I wanted to focus on your videos, really, okay? This is the accredited speaker judging ballot sheet. It's not very different from the international speech, by the way, but one thing is important. You have to achieve 80 out of one, a minimum 80 out of 100 points by 4 out of 5 judges in order for your video to be successfully accepted. Tough, ain't it? Tough. You have to score above 80 or above points by 4 out of the 5 judges. So you need to work well, all right, on that. And that's why what you choose will make a big difference. So this is, in a nutshell, I mean, a little bigger than a nutshell, what the first part was about the journey to accredited speaker and to AS, the capital letter. So I told you my journey, and I told you the process and the resources, and I even showed you the documents. They are available all online. So don't forget to download the application form, the judging criteria. From now onwards, you work on them, and then, of course, the handbook available by a click. I don't need to do that for you. So أعزائي كان هذا باختصار الطريق إلى الحصول على الأكريديتد سبيكر المعتمد بالنسبة للتوست ماستر، وهذه الاستمارات اللي نمليها وهذه الشروط اللي لازم نلبيها، وباختصار هذا كان الموضوع. إن شاء الله كان واضح عشان الوقت بستمر بالإنجليزي. Now let's go to the second part. In order to achieve the upper part, you need the foundation. To achieve, accredit your status as an accredited speaker, AS small letter. And for that, we have 3 stations. Professional speaking is the key word. Everybody knows that. We saw now the process. We saw now the conditions and rules and requirements. Now we know we have to be professional speakers. And that is something warm and fuzzy. It's not as it seems. So let me show you how you can be a professional speaker starting by your decision today, and why you should do that actually if you're a professional, because you actually are here for this reason. And I read your responses in the Google Forms. All of you want to become a accredited speaker, but you cannot become AS capital if you do not start your journey AS small. And that applies to everyone, even non-Toastmasters. So إذا باخذكم في رحلة إلى كيف تصبح متحدث معتمد، والكلمة الرئيسية هي متحدث محترف. So professional speaker, what it takes. In 2-3 words, write in the chats, and BG, I want your help here. Right? What does professional speaker mean? I want to see that. What does professional speaker mean? Chats.
Okay, so paid speaker, providing value to the audience, delivers speeches to audiences. That's so far the response. Confidence, experienced, being authentic. Means adding value for something financial.
Good.
Mahmoud says walking the talk. Mazhar says leave the impression on the life of the audience, confident, make a living out of it, add value and move an audience to take up nobler initiatives, speaking as a passion, articulate, determined, perseverance.
Oh my God,
Speaking
I want
as a
all
passion.
this. Definitely, I want
Wow.
this. Wonderful. We have such a profound audience who knows what it takes. Thank you so much. Big hands to you. These are all the things that every speaker should have, really. And I want to really make it tougher even for non-professional speakers. Really, you should have as much as you can all these traits, because that's what makes us practicing a noble art. The first, one of the earliest part in mankind's history. So professional speaker, yes, but I was afraid everybody will say it's a paid speaker. And yes, it is a paid speaker, but it takes something to become a paid speaker. What does it take? You have to be knowledgeable in your subject matter. And the subject you speak about, you have to be knowledgeable. And knowledgeable means really knowledgeable. Okay? So knowledge comes to you from different sources. It's not only reading books, of course, or studying or academic, but knowledge comes to you from many things. And you know what I'm talking about, so let's not go there. You have to be a problem solver. If you speak about a subject or to an industry, you have to be someone the industry looks at as a problem solver. If we have a problem in safety culture in our company, then we will call Mohamed Shukri. Okay? So there was, in Oman, for example, they have so many power stations. Some of them are public and some of them are private. Okay, so the private sector is owned by an international company, Aqua Power. And one of the years they called me because they did an audit, and safety culture was one of the areas where they needed to improve, partially improve. So, and they want to meet the audit requirements because they will be re-audited, and they want to raise the ratings. So it's power stations, which is my background also. Power generation is my background. So power generation is my background, health and safety, but also I'm a speaker on culture. So I was called without me saying or marketing myself, nothing anywhere, but they know me. They know I can solve a problem. I solved a problem, part of their big report. So there were other consultants, but this part they called me. Are you known for solving a specific problem? Yes, you are, but you're turning your eyes away. In your office, in your company, in your university, in your community, you are known as a problem solver for at least one particular aspect, but you are not paying attention or taking it for granted or saying, oh, that's easy, that's not high credit. Don't turn your back. Number 3, you actually have ideas. You are insightful. You actually are passionate about the idea, passionate about this work, passionate about the line of your work. Because sometimes you are working in something and you're good at, and you're a problem solver, but you're not passionate about. Rarely it happens anyway. If you are all that and not passionate, rarely happens. You have to have a cause. Now, it's an extra, I know, but someone who's passionate about his subject, he also leads a cause. Now, I have a program called Me No Speak English, widely spread for Arabs. And for the past 5 years, I covered 5,000 people at least. I teach people the 4 secrets to master English without learning English or after learning English, whatever. So the 5 secrets to master English quickly and powerfully, which I know and I applied all my life. I did that. But not only that, everywhere I go, I stand for a cause. It's not only the techniques, the 4 techniques, but I have a cause to defend. So I say to everyone, English should never stop you from pursuing your dreams or proving that you are the man or the woman to take the job. Do not act small, do not play small anyway. I have a long program, but every time I'm so passionate, it shows in my veins. Yesterday I did one in Arabic. And you should be experienced. Now, this is a very gray word area, okay? So gray area word, sorry. Experienced has meaning. So let me go to the next slide. The definition to me of professional speaking is speaking in your profession. Professional speakers speak in and about their profession. Now, what does that mean? Do you want to say if I'm a lawyer, I speak only about the law? Do you want to say if I'm a chemist, I speak only about atoms and neutrons, etc., and chemicals? No, that's not what I mean. But if you abandon the thing that you know very well and highly experienced in and have passion about, as I said before, and if you abandon this because the lights of the social media and celebrity deception is pulling you to speak about something other than your passion, just because it's so glamorous to make people cry in the audience, you run the risk of not being a professional speaker. Take the risk. You speak about anything. Up to you. But if you want to become an accredited speaker, small letter or capital letter, look at the gold mine under you. It's called your profession. If every doctor, if every nurse, if every teacher, if every professional in his line who is also passionate about public speaking, which is yourself, that's why you're here, then you are on the right track. If you are experienced about AI, why not speak about AI? Remember what I told you before. Whenever I, derailed and did submit something else other than safety, whenever I wanted to look like the motivational speaker, and by the way, I'm a good motivational speaker, you know me, at least for us in the Toastmasters, we love each other, right? But whenever I really do not speak much in that line, in my niche, thank God I do. And by the way, let me tell you this, I will confess for the first time. Some of my profiles, especially in LinkedIn, it says top 10 speakers in the world. Which finalist writes that? No one. I do it with full conviction. One, because Chris Ford, when we finished the top 10 speakers there, he said, ladies and gentlemen, these are the top 10 speakers in the world. I believed it, but not that. So, jokes aside, in my profession, safety culture, I am not one of the top 10 speakers in the world. I am the top #1 speaker in the world. And so are you. If you understand, if you read between the lines, if you choose your profession niche, narrow down to what you exactly are, a problem solver in, where you did transformation for yourself and the people you serve, then there is no one like you. At least, even if you're not famous, I'm the top one to speak about this. You know what I mean, right? I hope you didn't go to the other part. So let me explain. In order to become a professional speaker, you need to be 2 E's. One is expert. An expert means academic, knowledge, achievements, awards, and experience. And this experience is the key word. It's not the experience, the number of years. Not that, that's not the one I mean. Sorry, it is the one I mean. Okay. Under expert, you should have these things, most of them, but also experience. How long have you worked? So in safety, I should have worked significantly long enough, not too long, but long enough to become an expert in that regard. I'm not an expert in excavation, by the way, which is part of our safety. Safety is very broad, covers every aspect of the industries. So you cannot be an expert in each. But in safety culture, because of the ups and downs that I witnessed, and I contributed to the success of the safety culture in my company, I became an expert. But you need also experience. That's the other experience. The first one was the number of years, the one you write in your CV. But the other thing is experience. And by that, I mean situations, incidents, projects, challenges, case studies. Maybe in Toastmaster, we call it story, personal story. But in professional speaking, it's not. It's broader than that. You use your storytelling skills. But if you're an expert, you're like many in your industry, but your other experience makes you stand out. I'll explain this. Hang on with me. أقول بالعربي بأن الخطابة الاحترافية تساوي أنك تتحدث في احترافك. شنو تحترف من مهنة؟ الله علمك شنو؟ صرت خبير في، متمكن في، مثل ما يقول الرسول الأعظم عليه الصلاة والسلام، قيمة المرء ما يحسنه. طيب، فاللي تتقنه هاي قيمتك هني، حتى كسبيكر، كمتحدث. فالناس تترك المجال اللي هي خبيرة فيه وتروح تتكلم في أي كلام. الكل يبي يصير كوتش، الكل يبي يصير ترينر في الطاقة أو ما أدري السعادة، ما عليه، ما قلنا لا، بس ركز على الجانب اللي أنت خبير فيه وشوف شلون تتميز. وراح أراويكم الآن. Now, I will use the same information that you gave me and provided to me by our lovely PQD. When I asked, what is your profession? This is only a glimpse of the 220 responses we got. I know we don't have 220 here, but I just depicted all those, okay? Look, take a look. This is your professions, by the way. You sent me these. Engineer, accountant, designer, entrepreneur, mechanical engineer, secretary, travel, health and safety, digital, professor, politician. You are all that, okay? So now, if you are in finance, how many people in finance in your circle actually are passionate or interested in public speaking? You tell me how many. Give me percentage in your line of work, in your company, in your industry. Make a quick scan locally, regionally. If you're a designer, if you're an accountant, how many accountants actually speak? Give me answers, BG.
Not yet.
Percentage.
Okay, maybe 1%, 10%, none.
I'll tell you. Who is interested in speaking? And this 1% is you, the one who registered for this. Can't you see the opportunity in your industry as an accountant, how you can transform the world of accountant through your speaking? How can you be a leader in, let me read more, health and safety? No, it's my line. Aviation. How can you become an expert and a resource in aviation if you do not speak? If you sit back and you in your cubicle behind your laptop from home working and you do not speak, you will be like everyone else. And then you'll say, why am I not called? Because you don't speak. I recall a Pakistani friend, a doctor, I think I met him in a conference. And he talked about public speaking. And he said, oh, me and my friend in Pakistan, back in Pakistan, same quality, same qualification, same experience, same university, everything is the same. But He is always speaking around the globe. He is called in conferences, and me, nobody. Because he's one of the 1%, the 10%. He doesn't speak because they prefer him. He speaks because he speaks. Use the verb twice. You just get up and speak. Don't tell me speaking must come to me. No, you can go to speaking. It's up to you. But we don't take that step. And if we are Toastmasters, we are happy that we are talking about our line of industry, line of expertise in our club. Enough. I'm talking about I'm an accountant. I talk about accountant in my club and they love me for it. Kalas, enough. What's the point of public speaking? We didn't join Toastmasters to stay in Toastmasters. Okay, to stay, but that's not the reason. But to help our society, our community, to make a difference. And what way you can do other than more than, public speaking, because you can spread the message to too many people. Let me just draw a line. Let me just zoom in, choose anyone. Anyone, I would tell you, the percentage is very low of people who are interested to speak. Look at your line, look at your colleagues. If you are a Toastmaster, they will say, wow, he's a Toastmaster. Let him open the staff meeting. That's basically it, because you are elite. And yet, you didn't start your accredited speaker yet. What is your excuse? جماعة إذا الواحد في أي احتراف أي مهنة في قانون لازم تعرفه. الأقلية القليلة المهتمين بالببليك سبيكينج بالخطابة. طالع أنت دكتور، أنت ممرض، أنت ممرضة، معلم، حتى المعلمين، وهي مو ببليك سبيكينج ترى، هي بس إدارة الدرس مع الأطفال، لكن من يطلع يتكلم في الأمور المالية، في السياسة، كل الناس كلها خايفين من التحدث. أنت طالع حتى المسؤولين نطالعهم يقولون ما يقدرون يتكلمون، ينادونك أنت لأنك توست ماستر أو لأنك تعرف أكثر. فإذا هاي فرصة أنت مضيعينها. لازم تتحدث في احترافك عشان تبدأ الاحتراف في الخطابة. So you have to start speaking in your profession to become a professional speaker. I hope the message is received. Speak in your profession and you will become a professional speaker by default. You don't have to wait. Tomorrow you can start. I'm living in a parallel world many people don't know. I'm a very famous speaker in public and safety. But when it comes to general, you can look for motivational speaker, you cannot find me. So I'm happy. I don't want to be a celebrity, really. I'm happy serving my world. I'm happy going to power stations, blue collar people, I speak to them, I speak to the management. I'm very happy speaking about my subject. I don't have to be Tony Robbins. I don't want to be Tony Robbins, really. Okay, so I want you to help your industry. So here's the model, and I'm ending with this. Look at the model. If I don't convince you, I will convince you now that you have just started your accredited speaker journey. The big circle is profession. Your profession, note it down. What is the profession? Aviation, finance, write it down. How many of you are there? Countless, hundreds and thousands, right? You are one of them. You're just one of them, okay? Then, how many of you have expertise? Remember the line expertise, knowledge, etc., etc., okay? You are one of them. You have expertise. You have worked long enough. You solved problems. You went through challenges, projects, and ups and downs. You have seen all that, the thick and thin of it. And yet, I'm sorry to say, I have coached many people, many speakers. When I coach them to find their niche topic, I discover that they are away from their center. They don't believe that they are so talented in that line. But Mr. Mohammed, if I speak about this, who will be? Come on. I helped people become professional speakers in how to manage your VAT, value-added taxes. Lawyers who want to change people's perspective in social relationships, things like that. I was mind-boggled. So many talented people are there, but they think low of themselves. And yet they can become unique in that line. Out of the expertise, now again, let me go back. Expertise also, knowledge, experience, awards, academic qualifications, all certifications also will make you common with many. What will make you stand out is what I said before, your experience. Remember, I am with my ALBA colleagues, Said Abbas, he knows that. I am with my ALBA colleagues equal. Some of them are more qualified than me in circle number 2. But the experience I went through, which was mentioned in the accredited speaker finals, the 1.5 year in the maintenance workshop, and how I saw the transformation of behavior and how I led it also, that experience changed my life. The way I look at health and safety, and I teach this. If you have access, and you can have access to my keynote educational session in Vancouver convention, it's called The Life in Your Speech, where I help people find the speech of their lives. Please click. I think it costs $12 if you purchase it, or you can find it, I don't know. That's my model of helping you find exactly what you should speak about, even in contests. After I finished that talk in Canada, one old lady came to me, before your speech, Mr. Mohamed, I want to tell you, I'm a Toastmaster who stopped speaking because I ran out of topics. After this talk, I am having overflowing number of topics. You have a lot to talk about. Okay. So experience means the things you went through, happenings, case studies, projects that will make you stand out. Okay. And out of all the people who also have other experiences than you, you are one of the 5% professionals in that line who love or want to or practice already public speaking, but not in your niche. Do you see yourself? Look around everywhere, every industry. The very few are speakers. And those who speak, according to, who's the name of, not Tony Robbins, Brian Tracy. If 2 experts have the same expertise, the one who speaks, people will call him expert. The other one, even if he's expert, but he doesn't talk, then that will make him less. So you know yourself, you know where you are. If you want to become, these are some of the feedbacks I'm going to share with you. I'm leaking the feedbacks from the judges, okay? You take a quick look, take 1 minute. Which I was surprised. That was not my best safety culture talk, but it was virtual. It was a challenge. And they saw it. They saw it because I was talking in my niche, okay? And see, one of the feedback fields is this. Would you hire this speaker again or not? I'm just cutting and pasting, okay? Yes, your passion and energy around gaining a safer workplace is inspiring. Your passion will be clear, my dear friend, if you speak about your industry. Would you hire this speaker? Okay, absolutely. He's excellent in his niche. I'm leaking this information from the judges to you, ladies and gentlemen. I know I passed the time. Yes, clearly he has a background to teach the topic. And yes, I would, because I feel the audience will gain valuable insight on creating a safe culture. I would also hire him because blah, 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 blah. That's the end, not the very end. I will raise the quiz again. So why do you want to become AS small letter? Because it will make you become AS capital letter. If number 2 was in there, if the program was in there by Toastmasters already, you should go for accredited speaker, professional speaking, because it's your mission as a speaker. You don't speak just for fun, but it's your function to help people. And thus you should take that. The world needs you as speakers who solve problems, who uplift audiences. And then why should you become AS capital letter? Because it's a life-changing. It will upgrade your delivery. Even if you didn't get the title this year, 1 year you will get it. Thank you very much. Shukran lakum ala istima'kum. And I'm sorry to go over the time, but I think it was worth it. And I'm waiting for your questions. Over to you, Said Abbas and BG.
Thank you so much, our lovely speaker for tonight.
Abbas?
Okay, just a second. It seems that I get stuck here. Just a only a second.
Yes.
Sir, can we keep 10 minutes for the question answers?
Yeah. Okay. I'm
Yes.
ready.
Absolutely.
Yes. Thank you so much, our lovely speaker for tonight, DTM Mohamed Ali Shukri. With such a wonderful journey we had. It started with all what it takes and ended up with a lot of things. We have enjoyed the journey of DTM Mohamed Ali from 2004 till 2020. We had learned about the process, and it has a level 1, level 2, and we came to know what's all about level 1 and level 2. Resources, and what is the best organization that give resources more than Toastmaster International. But here tonight we have added DTM Mohamed Ali along with Toastmaster International. He is the best resources for accredited speakers can be given to all Toastmasters. Don't get loss of this opportunity, brothers and sisters. Get to know more about a credentialed speaker and where and how to start. It is like a red carpet for all of us tonight. We came to know as well that how many passion that our lovely speaker, DTM Mohamed, is eager to get all the way to this kind of success from 2016 all the way to 2019 for declined, but he never stuck down. He always get up. This is a very great example for all of us. What is all about? What is the subject and what is the topic? What is the professional speaker really means? And what is the important between the expert and experience? This is all get to know from the presentation. The opportunity that all Toastmasters have in their hands. Never lose it. The final message from DTM Mohamed, get up and speak up. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohamed. BG, any comments from your side?
You've said it all, my brother. We shall now go into the questions that our guests have very diligently put down in the chat. So
Yes.
let's begin with one of the questions while you prepare. I have a Toastmaster, Sipti Rizwi, who has put a question. So Sipti, you can unmute yourself and just ask your question. I will unmute you. Sipti, are you there? Please ask
I'm
your
there.
question.
Thank you. My question is, do you feel regret while you are not being a world champion public speaking, or you feel great by having ACAS? I am from Dammam, Saudi Arabia.
I know you, Sipti Rizwi. Always your prayers with me. Always.
Thank you, champ.
MashaAllah. I do not regret anything. And I said in my post that in order to become a world champion, you don't become a champion by winning the trophy. You win the trophy by becoming a champion first of all. So all of you actually are champions in your levels, in your areas. but you just don't carry the trophy. And there are so many people who carry the trophy, and afterwards, we know that they were really not champions. I'm not talking about public speaking. I'm giving you an example of, for example, Lance Armstrong, okay? And we know that he wasn't a champion after all. So it's not about the trophy. It's not about the plaque. It's really about who are you and what you are doing. And that's why I like and respect the accredited speaker very much. It is a recognition of what already is, of the value you are adding already to your industry. Otherwise, you cannot actually apply, let alone win. So both cases I love, I have no problem and no regrets, really. I now know I shouldn't have won the world champion in 2006. And actually, Edward Horn was much better than all of us. Over to you.
Thank you, Mohammed. The next question is in Arabic. محمد السؤال يقول ما هي توصياتك إلى الحضور الكريم؟
طبعا التوصيات أعزائي ذكرناها بشكل عام، لكن أريد أركز على نقطة هي نقطة المقارنة، مقارنة النفس بالآخرين. تقارن نفسك كثيرا في نادي التوست ماستر، أعرف هذا الشيء، وتطالع الناس الآخرين وتشوف النجوم، وتشوف مثلا محمد شكري حصل أكريديت سبيكر أو هذا أو فلان. لا تقارن نفسك، الله أعطاك مواهب خاصة بك ما حد يشاركك فيها، وعرضك لحوادث في حياتك ومعضلات تغلبت عليها، كل واحدة منها ممكن تطلع بخطابة احترافية، مو عشان الفلوس، لأن أنت عندك حل وايد ناس ما عندهم. إذا سكت عن هذا الحل، أنا والدي الله يرحمه قبل مدة بس توفى، لكن العملية الناجحة في الهند اللي كانت غريبة جدا لو ما ذكرتها في الببليك سبيكينج في خطاباتي، كان وايد ناس ما عرفوا هذا المرض وما استعانوا به. الله أعطاك شيء وخلاك تتغلب على الشيء أو تفشل في شيء لكي تعلم آخرين. So basically I'm saying that God has given you specific incidents, things and problems to solve. Go ahead and share them with others. Why are you keeping quiet? Don't act small. Over to you.
أحسنت محمد. PG?
Thank you so very much. Thank you, Abbas. I have DTM Murli Manohar who has asked a question. DTM Murli.
Good evening, accredited speaker, DTM Mohamed Shukri. I hope you remember me. My question is, how many people are minimum required for a speech? You say the audience. I'm talking about the audience. What is the size of the audience?
20.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Again, the next question in Arabic, DTM محمد. يقول السؤال: هل يوجد هذا البرنامج للمتحدثين باللغة العربية؟
لا للأسف، ولكن لذلك أنا أضفت هذا الجانب أنك تقدر تبدأ الرحلة، وحتى لو على بال ما يصير بالعربي أو حتى ما صار، أكو أنا أتكلم بالعربي وايد، إنزين؟ فأنت عيش سعادتك كببليك سبيكر، ما يحتاج إلى الشهادة. شوف العالم اللي تقدر تغيره، وفي كل لحظة ايش قد يستفيدون منك ناس. روح غير العالم، عيش لحظاتك، لا تنتظر شهادات أو غيره، بس ما في بالعربي لحد الآن.
أحسنت.
إن شاء الله نحاول بالعربي نسوي إن شاء الله.
إن شاء الله. بيجي.
Thank you very much, Abbas. DTM Shukri, so question: who can be a mentor in this journey for us to the road of becoming an accredited speaker?
Good question. I was waiting for that. Now, other resources are the available accredited speaker, and I had access to them. Some of them helped me quite significantly. So when you go to the accredited speaker website, okay, you will find all the previous accredited speaker, and please visit it because my picture is recently there. I'm number 88. Okay, they are welcoming me anyway. But there are two types: mentoring and coaching. Mentoring is available for free to take you through the eligibility of level 1 and level 2. For example, they will help you, mentor you through the process. That is for free, and they are not allowed to take money. And it is by specific accredited speaker. Not all of them should and must help you as a mentor. They decide to be a mentor or not. It's my first year, so I declined to become a mentor as I'm studying my MBA. So I took a break as a mentor, but I'm happy to do this program because this program was part of my mentorship. So thank you very much, District 20. The other thing is coaching. Coaching, yes, that's a side thing that people will coach you in your video, in your delivery, in choosing the topic, how excellent you should be, etc. That is available, and you should contact the accredited speaker separately, and they will discuss with you if there are fees or not and how much. So coaches and mentorship.
Thank you. Abbas?
Thank you, Mohammed. The last Arabic question. ما هي التكلفة الإجمالية لهذا المبلغ لهذا البرنامج؟ ما هي التكلفة الإجمالية لهذا البرنامج؟
مثل ما ذكرنا المرحلة الأولى إذا قلنا بالمال $100 تدفعها حق المرحلة الأولى وتقديم الطلب. المرحلة الثانية إذا وافقوا عليك 150، بس إذا فيها سفر إلى هناك عليك السفر والإقامة وكل شيء. هاي المالية، لكن اللي دفعته أنا وايد أكثر من هذا. الفيديو اللي يصور اللي أناديه، لأن في المؤتمر اللي أتكلم فيه ما يصير أقول إلى راعي المؤتمر صورني بهالطريقة، لازم بأسلوب التوست ماستر فأستأجر مصور، وعلى هذا وايد أشياء اضطريت أسوي. ولكن السعر الأكبر من أول يوم كنت أتكلم فيه للجمهور، كل يوم وكل نقطة عرق وكل نفس وكل شهيق وزفير أنفقته كان يسوى. كل هاي دفعته، الآن وصلت إلى الثمر. من 2004 وأنا أتكلم في السيفتي، أكو سيد عباس يعرف هالكلام بعد. زين حبيبي يا سيد.
أحسنت محمد، أنت مثال يحتذى به في التوست ماستر وفي الحياة طبعا. شكرا لوجودك معنا. بيجي؟
بالشرف.
Yes, I see there is a question from Bernard. Bernard Olo, I'm going to unmute you so you can ask your question. Bernard, are you there? No, but I'll just go ahead with the question. DTN Shukri. So Bernard had asked, does he need to deliver this speech to the fellow professionals? For example, could he speak to secondary schools or to fellow professionals in his area?
Very good question, Bernard. Yes, very good question. No, you don't have to speak to fellow professionals. In fact, you can speak to audiences who benefit from your profession without them being in that profession. So schools, teachers, anyone. For example, you teach, you can teach safety culture to managers. Operational managers. They are not in the line of safety, but they will benefit from your tips and from your models. So go ahead. Yeah, Bernard.
Yes.
Thank you, DTM Shukri. Abbas?
Yes, one question here is about the educational program, the old one. How long the old educational achievement will stay and consider to be a credential speaker?
Okay, that's a good question and a difficult one for me. I don't know as per this moment and the transitional period whether your past record will be there. But bear in mind the last 3 years, you know, your speaking engagements. That I need to check, and also if you can check with others. I don't know about that. But if you're a DTM, come on, who is a previous DTM, if you are a good standing Toastmaster and a DTM, that's it. Sorry, advanced, and that's it. You don't have to be a DTM. So I think it's self-explanatory. Double check is good.
Thank you so much. BG?
Thank you, Abbas. DTM Shukri, one last question for you. What kept you going this long? I mean, 2016 level 1 video failed, and then failed, and then failed, and then you made it. What drove you to getting you where you are?
You. You,
What did you
Toastmasters.
say?
You, Toastmasters. You know, if it was only me, and I want to say this to non-Toastmasters, if it was this outside Toastmasters and there was no Ali Shahbaz, no Mohamed Salim, no Alifia, no one to push me, my club members, whenever I feel tired and I'm saying enough, they will push me. You will not find an environment like Toastmasters ever. And everybody was looking at you and telling, Mohammed, you're the next accredited speaker. You have to believe in that. And of course, this is one of the main things that kept me. Otherwise, every year I would say this. Let me say really. I would say, oh, I'm already accredited speaker. I'm a paid professional. Why should I make all this jinjal and apply, etc.? But really, it's you, Toastmasters, who push me. And that's why I'm a blessed member of this beautiful family.
Let me have my final question. This is from myself.
Why do I feel I'm scared?
As Toastmasters for so long journey, we have witnessed a lot of speakers on the stage, and especially the last moment when they announced the winners, those who became the second, third, fourth, they were upset to extreme. I have witnessed so many speakers. Now, my question to you, my beloved brother DTM Mohamed, what was really your feelings when you disqualified based on overtime? And it is not you the reason, it was the question and answer session. Let me bring your feelings out.
If you want me to bring my feelings, it's really not that one. My feelings was when I was up in the air in a trip through Emirates Airline on my way to Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, to deliver a keynote speech. And I opened my email just to read the response from the accredited speaker team telling me that unfortunately, you will not go to level 2. That was in 18. I was really feeling down, felt really down. And it was a Toastmaster in UAE, a friend who uplifted me. And she said, look at you, you're flying everywhere, you're speaking to districts, and you were the speaker in Vancouver, and you don't need this, you don't, you know, I believed her at that time, but it's very ironic. I am doing professional speaking. Why should I feel bad? So please, you need to reassure yourself that you are significantly adding value to your industry. That is, so I always say this, you have to work in something or speak about something that is self-rewarding, not awarded. Do not look at the end. It has to be a self-rewarding journey. There are speakers who speak and they feel fulfilled by just speaking, even paid or not. And there are speakers who speak to be there on Facebook and shine up and also to receive those accolades. It's not a fulfilling journey. Be rewarding. Go for rewarding, not rewarded.
Thank you. Thank you so much from our side, DTM Mohamed. You were and you will be always from, if you recall, from the smallest room in Alba and from the smallest stage in Alba that takes you to the largest ever platform. You are our role model. Thank you so much, BG.
Thank you very much, Abbas. Thank you so much, DTM Shukri, and to all our audience who stayed with us until the end of this night. I hope you have now taken the road to becoming whoever you want to be, an accredited speaker for sure. Thank you very much. I would now like to welcome our PQD DTM Alifia Lakhdawala to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, and thank you, DTM Mohamed Shukri, for gracing us today, enlightening not only members of District 20, but beyond. So thank you so much for that. Well, I would like to tell that this program would have not been possible without the initiative given by the district. So thank you to the trio, DTM Mohamed Salim, the District Director of District 20, and DTM Khalid Abdullah, the Club Good Director. The district office members who were there to support me in taking this particular event ahead, the PRM, the admin manager, the finance manager, the logistic manager, head of Arabic affairs. Thank you, the translation team, thank you so much. The special request for Arabic and English was given by the translation team and the office, district office, so it would benefit all the members, and I hope the members have received the benefit, understanding the parts of accredited speaker, both in English and in Arabic. Thank you, DTM Mohamed Shukri, for taking that into consideration and delivering and catering to both our Arabic and English speakers. Another thanks to my PR team for designing those beautiful posters and the write-up, and our quality marketing coordinator, Toastmaster Tabassum, to take it everywhere, all around the globe and inviting. We had 102 participants today, so thank you so much. The quality training coordinators, DTM Syed Abbas and Toastmaster BG, you all were fantabulous, energetic, lively, and to the dot. The timer today, we had Toastmaster Mazhar and my ever-supporting friend, brother, Toastmaster Faisal, our Division H Director. Thank you, and we would like to take a group photograph, so certain people, please do not leave. I hope you all will take this learning ahead. Get in touch with our accredited speaker, Toastmaster, or DTM Mohamed Shukri, and invite him for more events like this. With this, District 20 is going to launch a new event this year, which we have announced. So look out for those space and the announcement, which will be coming soon, where the program quality team is gearing up to showcase something much better, so the members of District 20 and beyond get benefit. With this, I hand over back to the Master of Ceremonies. Thank you.
Thank you very much, PQD. So let me just give to our moderator, Toastmaster Faisal. He's going to do the honors to make sure we're all in this picture. Toastmaster
Thank you so
Faisal.
much. Thank you so much, BG. I would request everyone to please open the camera. We will have the last shots so we can challenge the movement later on.
Can we have thumbs ups?
We can still wait for a few minutes until all cameras are open.
Great. Okay.
I'm sorry, my internet is gone. I request Alifia to please click the pictures.
Okay, okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. More, please. Awesome. Very nice. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much to our dignitaries. Thank you so much, DTM Mohamed Shukri. We appreciate you being here with us, for giving us an insight into this journey that you took. And now we are ready. Thank you so very much to all the audience. So you have what it takes. You do have what it takes. Just go ahead and do it. Like DTM Shukri said, get up and speak up. This is all from me. I would like to say thank you. Stay safe wherever you are. I pass to my brother, Syed Abbas. It was his birthday yesterday. Belated birthday greetings, my brother.
Yes, belated.
You can do your closing in Arabic. Please do your closing in Arabic for our Arabic audience.
Shukran jazilan. Thank you so much, BG. Thank you so much to everyone. شكرا جزيلا جميعا. هاي اللحظة الجميلة الأكثر جمالا أن نلتقي بمحمد شكري، وهو المثال الأعظم لنا جميعا منذ بداية أظفاره، منذ الغرفة الصغيرة. من هذه الغرفة الصغيرة انطلق محمد شكري إلى السماء العليا. نحن نرحب به ونشكره الشكر الجزيل على ما قدمه في هذه الليلة، وشكرا لكم جميعا أن كنتم مستمعين جيدين، وإلى لقاء آخر يربطنا بمحمد شكري دائما، فهو المتحدث البارع والأكثر روعة بالنسبة لنا وقريب من قلوبنا. شكرا جزيلا وإلى الجميع، الملتقى قريبا إن شاء الله. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody. I will end the meeting and it will end, okay? So thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Brother Khalid, you're muted. See you all. Thank you. Good night. Thank you, Faisal. Thank you, Sayyid
Yeah,
Abbas.
actually, they can